Good morning, guys. Online students, please check your audio and video. Am I audible, guys? Am I visible? Am I loud and clear? That's good. But still projector is not coming. అక్కడే ఉన్న లూజ్ కనెక్షన్ ఉంది చూడు. ఆడేం లేదా? Yeah. Online students, my dear online students, give me 5 minutes time. Somehow your projector screening is not happening. Maybe I have to restart my laptop once. Okay, I'll come back in 5 minutes, guys. Less than 5 minutes only. Please wait for 5 minutes. Don't leave the meeting. I will be back in 5 minutes. Good morning, guys. Fine. Other day, I was talking about Spring Core module. It's a base module for other modules. If I use that module alone, I can max to max develop what application? If I use that module along with other modules, like MVC, REST kind of module, I can develop web application and distributed applications. Okay. Core module gives how many containers? What are those? Bin factory container, application context container. Which is advanced container there? Industry standard. Okay, both are independent containers. Or application context is extension of bin factory. Okay, guys. These two containers in Spring Core module basically given for how many operations? Two operations. Number one, for Spring Bean lifecycle management. Number two, dependency management. Right, guys? Okay. Later, we shifted our focus understanding what is Spring Bean, right? Yeah, Spring Bean is a Java class whose object is created and managed by whom? Spring container. Why Spring container is called IOC container? In core Java application, loading classes, creating object, managing object, making them ready for core-based collection will be taken care by whom? Programmer. Lot of burden to the programmer. If I do the same, if I want same effect in Spring programming, who will take care of all these activities? IOC container. If I can give two classes as target class or dependent class, target class and dependent class to Spring container, loading both the classes, creating objects for both the classes, assigning one object with what? Another object, managing both objects will be taken care by whom, guys? IOC container, nothing but Spring container, right, guys? Super. Okay. Yeah. But do you think every class automatically becomes Spring Bean? No. We need to configure Java class as Spring Bean, either giving configuration inputs using XML or annotation. Which is best? Open your mouth and let me know whether you followed or not. Annotations are best. Why annotations are best? They are Java statement where code is there, their only configuration that improves readability, improves this processing speed also, right? When it comes to XML, XML is a separate language to learn, separate file to develop, code someplace, configuration someplace is really meaningless or not? What do you mean by configuration? Giving extra information about code to container is called configure. Sometimes we give to container, sometimes we give extra information to framework, sometimes we give to server. It's all about giving more information about what? Code to container or server or framework or someone else. Is called, for that one as on today, which is good? Annotations are good. How to make user-defined Java class as Spring Bean in XML-driven configuration? We have to use a bean tag in Spring Bean configuration file, right? How to make predefined class as Spring Bean, okay, in XML-driven configuration? Again, bean tag. For both, we have to use same tag, that is bean tag. Clear, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. How to make user-defined class as Spring Bean while working with annotation-driven configuration? We have a annotation called component at the rate comp. There we give bean ID. Bean ID internally becomes object name. Yes or no? Na? Okay. How to make predefined class as Spring Bean in annotation-driven configuration? You have to place at the rate bean method inside the configuration class. Come on. Okay, these at the rate bean methods will be called automatically by container, right? Uh, these methods are returned object automatically becomes what? Spring Bean. Automatically become what, guys? Spring Bean. So those objects automatically acts as what? Spring Bean objects. But configuration class, configuration file. What is the difference? In XML driven configuration, we give inputs and instruction to IOC container in the form of XML file. That file is called Spring Bean configuration file. That is nothing but XML file, right? Any file name .xml can be taken as configuration file name, but recommended to take for readability, that is what? Application context.xml. The Java class that is having at the rate configuration annotation is called configuration class. Any class name can be taken as configuration class, but we must have at the rate configuration annotation, right, boss? A recommended name is app config. Nothing is fixed, guys. Everything is recommended. But in servlet programming, web.xml file name is fixed or your choice? Fixed. That container is designed like that. There is no provision of you starting container in web server. Container will start automatically when server start. That's why it is looking for fixed file name as configuration file. But IOC container will be created by the programmer manually. So there is a provision for the developer. There is a provision for the developer to pass his choice file name as Spring Bean configuration file, or his choice class name as what? Spring Bean configuration class name. Because we are creating container manually. Spring containers are lightweight container. They can be just created by creating object for one or other predefined class. In that process, we have a provision to pass either XML file as configuration file name or Java class with annotation configuration as what? Configuration class name. But how to create container, how to pass this configuration file name or class name is a big discussion. I will come to that once we complete discussion on what is Spring Bean lifecycle management, what is dependency management. I keep on saying the two containers of Spring or Spring Boot framework, okay, are given for two basic operation. One is Spring Bean lifecycle management. Number two is what? Dependency management. Other day we just understood what is Spring Bean. Today shall we start understanding Spring Bean lifecycle management and dependency management in detail, guys? Okay, those who missed one, two classes in the middle are all classes, newcomers. You can happily continue in this batch, but you have to watch backup videos as early as possible. 4 to 5 backup videos are there. You have to complete them as early as possible. That's a humble request to every newcomer, right? Okay, guys. Oh, fine. Let's get into the today's subject. Okay. Okay. In Spring Boot frameworks, what guys? Spring Boot frameworks. Okay, we get two IOC containers. What guys? Two IOC containers. IOC containers. They are what guys? They are number one. What is there? Bean Factory. Bean Factory IOC container. Number two, what is next? Application context. IOC container. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Next, the Spring or Spring Boot. Spring or Spring Boot. Springs or Spring Boots. Okay. IOC containers are given for two basic operations. What operations? Two basic operation. Number one. Okay, what is that? Two basic operation. Number one, Spring Bean life cycle management. Spring Bean life cycle management. I hope everyone understood Java Bean videos. It's clearly there. What is Java Bean? Okay. Next one, dependency management. Dependency management. Shall we start understanding Spring Bean lifecycle management, guys? Okay. Now let's start understanding what is Spring Bean lifecycle management. Okay. Fine. Listen. The process of managing all the activities from birth to death is called life cycle management. IOC container manages Spring Bean life cycle. That means loading of Spring Bean class, creating object, managing object, assigning one object with another object, and destroying object will be taken care by Spring's IOC container. In Spring Boot, no special containers, guys. Same containers are continued in what? Spring Boot also, with more facilities, with more and more facilities. Okay, so that means a lot of manual work is removed from the programmer, na boss. You just need to tell which class has to be taken Spring Bean. Maybe user defined, maybe predefined, maybe third party. Yes, boss. And you need to configure that class as a Spring Bean, either using XML or annotation. Annotations are good. There onwards, loading that class, creating object for that class, managing that object. If needed, assigning one Spring Bean object with another Spring Bean object. If needed, destroying that object will be taken care by whom, guys? IOC container. Okay, assigning one object with another object, keep that aside. Remaining all activities fall under what? Life cycle management or not, guys? Look at human being life cycle. Birth. Okay. On fine day, one name is given to you. Naming ceremony happens. On one fine day, your schooling will start. Schooling ceremony starts. One fine day, you will complete your what? Schooling. Okay. That is called convocation ceremony. Then you will get into job. Then you will enter into marriage relationship. Right? Okay. One day you will take retirement and one day you will die. Yes or no? But the fact of the life is, when you are crying after birth, people will laugh. Yes or no, na? Right, boss? Okay, when you are silent in your death, the people will cry. So life is always reverse process. When you cry, people laugh. When you silent or when you are crying, people will what? Laugh. It's a reverse process, right? Okay, let it be. So I hope you understood the life cycle management. Yeah, we think that if you believe in God, God is managing human life cycle, right? In a spring environment, who is managing Spring Bean life cycle? IOC container is managing Spring Bean life cycle. Is that clear, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Okay, let's see, guys. The process of managing all the activities of Spring Bean from birth to death. What is that? Birth to death. Nothing but object creation to object destruction is called what, guys? Spring Bean life cycle management. What, guys? Spring Bean life cycle management. The Spring Bean life cycle activities are number one, what is there? Loading Spring Bean class. Okay. Activities done by the IOC containers are loading Spring Bean class, creating object for Spring Bean class. Next, managing the object of Spring Bean class. Managing the object of Spring Bean. Spring Bean itself always class, guys. No need of saying separately class, right? Yeah, next. Managing object. Assigning object will put in dependency management, right, guys? Managing object, calling life cycle methods. What, guys? Yeah, right now I have not introduced it, guys. In future, we will talk on it. Spring Bean life cycle methods. See, servlet container automatically calls init service destroy methods as life cycle method. In Spring Bean also, we have some life cycle method. In coming days, I'll introduce that. We don't call them, they will be called automatically. Are you getting my point there, guys? Next. Okay. Using its own garbage collector. What, guys? Its own garbage collector to destroy the Spring Bean, to destroy the objects of Spring Bean. To destroy the objects of Spring Bean. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Yeah. This is called Spring Bean Lifecycle Management. Convince it with me, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay. Next, copy this. Dependency management. The process of arranging dependent Spring Bean class object for target Spring Bean class object is called dependency management. The class, the Spring Bean that uses other Spring Bean services is called target Spring Bean. The Spring Bean, okay, whose services are used by another Spring Bean is called dependent Spring Bean. Flipkart uses DTDC services for courier operation. Can I say Flipkart as target Spring Bean, guys? DTDC as a dependent Spring Bean, guys. Come on. Okay, that's great. Student uses course material for preparation, guys. So can I say student is target Spring Bean, course material is dependent Spring Bean. If at all I configure both the classes as Spring Beans, right? Vehicle uses engine for moving purpose. So vehicle is target Spring Bean, engine is dependent Spring Bean. Other day also I have given so many examples, right, boss? Okay. Some people argues with me, sir, vehicle is using engine. So vehicle is dependent on engine. So I will call vehicle as dependent, engine as target. Does it sounding great? So don't apply perfect English meaning. It will become reverse. Yes or no? Na? Super. Student is using course material. So student is dependent to what? Course material. I say course material target and I'll say what? Student is dependent. It sounds like that, but actually not. Okay. Helper class is called dependent. Main class is called what? Target. Keep that in mind, please. Because total theory will change and you will get your own theory which won't sync with entire subject if we analyze in this wrong manner, okay? And there is no wrong of analyzing like that also. In one context, that's also great. Sounds great, correct. But that is not the way to study, right? Fine. The process of arranging dependent Spring Bean object to target Spring Bean object is called dependency management. It can be done in two ways, guys. Number one, dependency lookup. Number two, dependency injection. Lookup means searching. Lookup notice, we use the word. Whenever a terrorist run away, they will release a lookup notice in all airports. A red corner lookup notice, right? That means in all airports, his face or his identity will be blocked. So that is called red corner lookup notice. Nothing but search. So something like what? Searching. Dependency injection. Injection means assigning. Okay. In dependency lookup, target searches and gets the dependent. Target spends some time. Target spends some logic to search and get the dependent from other resources, right? But in dependency injection, as it sounds, okay, the underlying container or server or framework dynamically assigns dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object. Here, no searching, no spending time. Someone else, third party like container server, dynamically assigns dependent Spring Bean class object to what? Target Spring Bean class object. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Come on. Super, guys. Okay, shall we write few words on it? Later we'll try to understand dependency lookup and injection more elaborately. The process of arranging, okay, dependent Spring Bean class object. Nothing but, okay, uh, object to target Spring Bean class object. What is there? Target Spring Bean class object. What is there? Main class or target is called dependency management. Is called, yeah, is called dependency management. Is called dependency management. Okay. Yeah. IOC container can perform this dependency management in how many ways, guys? In two ways. Yes. What are those, guys? What are the both the ways? Number one, dependency lookup. Number two, dependency injection. Number, what is this? Dependency lookup. DL, guys. Shortcut is also very popular. Spring is all about Spring Bean lifecycle management and dependency management, especially core module. That dependency management can be achieved in two ways. One is DL, other one is DI. Dependency, what is their injection? And DI. That's great, guys. Okay. The Spring Bean that uses the services of other Spring Beans. Other Spring Beans is called target Spring Bean. And the helper Spring Bean whose services are being used. What, guys? Being used is called, what is there, guys? Is called dependent Spring Bean. Are you getting my point there, guys? So Flipkart, what is that? Target uses DTDC services, right, boss? Okay, dependent services for courier activities. For what operation? Courier operations. Flipkart uses DTDC services for courier operations, right, boss? Yes, guys. Student uses, what uses? Student uses, right. What there? Course material. What material? Or course also you can say. Course material for subject preparation. For what operation, guys? Subject preparation. Subject preparation. What is that, guys? Preparation. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. Okay. Like this, many examples are there. Shall we get into dependency lookup one by one? Number one, dependency lookup. Focus. These are the technical terms which reflects in your coding. What I present here is not going to be ended. Each thing reflect in the coding. Other day I said Spring Bean. We have seen how to use component annotation, @bean methods, XML tags to make normal Java class as Spring Bean, right? Okay, these terminologies definitely reflects in the coding. Right now I'm introducing concept and these things reflects in the coding. Don't separate theory and practical. That's the biggest mistake you have done in your engineering days. That's why you never got confidence of becoming programmer, right? Concept and coding both are interlinked. If you do coding by keeping concept in mind, you will get less compilation errors, less runtime errors. If you blindly type the code by seeing here and there, you will get many errors and you never become programmer. We are not here to assemble the code, sorry, to understand the code. We are here to gather the requirement, to analyze the requirement, to design the code, to build the code and to test the code. So it's a total different approach, guys. Okay, if you want to understand code, if your theory is a little bit weak, no problem. But if you want to design code on your own by gathering requirement, definitely you should have a strong concepts in mind. Okay, without concept, there is no coding. Please don't separate it and don't think that, oh, lot of theory. No, it's not theory. It's a concept which will be linked with first application development. Each point I am going to talk, okay, or I'm talking will reflect in your first, second applications definitely. Okay, let it be, guys. Okay, guys. Why is not clear to understand things that you are providing us in webinar? Okay, which webinar are you talking about? This one? Online students, am I audible? Am I loud and clear? Yeah. Simha, problem is your side. Check your network bandwidth, your mic system, your consistency of network, because web voice is very much clear and all are enjoying the session. Please. Yeah, dependency lookup, guys. Okay, everyone concentrate. Here, the target Spring Bean. Here, the target Spring Bean writes logic, spends some time to search and get dependent Spring Bean from different resources. What is that? From different resources. So ultimately, target Spring Bean pulls dependent Spring Bean from different resources or not, guys. Pulling means what? Bringing from other places. Real life example. The way student goes to Naresh IT office, ask for course material. Okay, they say come tomorrow. He has gone again tomorrow. Again asked for material. Again they deliver the material. So this is nothing but dependency lookup or not, guys. Because nothing is coming automatically. The target Spring Bean is spending some time writing some logic to search and get dependent Spring Bean from different resources or different places or not, guys. That is called dependency lookup. Lookup is nothing but searching and getting. Lookup notice, we use the word, police department uses lookup notice. There's nothing but search warrant. They search for something. If they get someone, they arrest them. Right, guys? Fine. Super, guys. Tell me here, what is there? Here, the target Spring Bean. writes some logics and spends some time to search and get the dependent what guys dependent spring bean objects from various resources. What guys? From various resources. From various resources. Okay. What is the basic point I should write, guys? Here, the target spring bean. What, guys? Target spring bean. Pulls. What is there? Pulls dependent spring bean from different resources. Yes, guys. Tell me, guys. Example one. This is a non-technical example, guys. This is understanding purpose. This is purely for what, guys? Understanding. Okay, example one. Student, nothing but target. Getting the course material. What, guys? Course material, nothing but dependent. Student getting the course material, nothing but dependent. Okay, asking asking it in the Naresh IT admin, Naresh IT office. By asking for it, by asking for it in the Naresh IT office. So student is searching and getting course material from Naresh IT office or not. So that means here target is spending some time, spending some logics to search and get what? Dependent course material or not, guys? Say something, my dear. Super. But before understanding second example, guys, you must understand there is a term called JNDA registry. What is the? Yeah, everyone should focus and concentrate. If we create object inside the method, what is the scope of the method, guys? Method scope. If we create object as a non-static member variable inside the class, what is the scope of the object, guys? Specific to the object created for that class, right? X object is created in Y class as a non-static member variable. So what is the scope of that X object, guys? It is specific to each object created for the Y class, right, guys? If I create same object as a static member variable in the class, it is specific to that class scope now, boss. Wherever that class can be used, I can use the object X, right, boss? But I developed a UPA payment kind of class, like a phone pay class. Its object is created. But if I say that object is specific to one method, one object, one class, is it going to work out, guys? It's not going to work out. We need to provide global visibility and accessibility to phone pay class object or not. Then only different remote clients, local client, or different types of application, they can connect to this phone pay service and they can access the service, they can enjoy the services or not, guys. For that one, phone pay class object should have a global visibility and accessibility or not, guys. For that purpose, if I say I will take as method scope object, I will take it as what? Object scope object. If I take it as what? Class scope object. Does it going to work out, guys? So we need to place that object or object reference in a special place called JNDI registry. What registry, guys? By keeping data in database software, we are making data central to multiple applications. Whoever can talk to database, they can access and manipulate the data, boss. Come on, boss. Right. By starting class in Naresh IT, I'm making my service visible to all you people. Naresh IT is a popular place of trainings, right? By making myself available in Naresh IT, somehow I'm exposing my services to you people or not, guys. For example, I'm ready to teach. I know how to teach, but I did not come to Naresh IT. So then what happened? I can give my services to my family member at max. Okay, if I get little popularity in my society, I can teach, right? If I get more identity, I can teach in my colony or in my village or in my city, right, boss? But since I am part of Naresh IT, or some other organization, right? What happened, guys? My services are exposed a bit globally or not, guys? I'm able to offer both offline and online services to plenty amount of students or not, guys? So I am like phone pay. Naresh IT is like what? J&A registry. You people, students are like what? Client application who actually contacts Naresh IT, access my object or my reference, and using that you started accessing services offered by me. Nothing but I conduct the classes, you listen the classes. I hope you understood my statement, guys. Come on. So between you and me, okay, who is there in the middle? Naresh IT. Okay. First of all, I should make available in Naresh IT. Then you come and access my services or not, guys. Similarly, after developing PhonePe class, after creating object for that class, if I keep that object in J&A registry, since J&A registry is accessible to what? Lot of remote client application like Flipkart, Amazon, Swiggy, XYZ, all the people will connect to J&A registry, access PhonePe object reference, and they'll start using it for payment activity or not, guys. Did you ever thought this, boss? So far, you thought about core Java, method scope, object scope, and what? Class scope. Do you think those scopes are enough? No. We need more visibility for certain objects and services or not. I'm not saying you develop one student class and create object keep in J&A registry. For useless services, don't provide global visibility. If you feel the whatever service you are creating that is worth enough to expose to remote client, those services only you have to think about keeping in what? J&A registry. For example, MasterCard service I can keep in J&A registry. Visa service I can keep in J&A registry. In fact, all distributed application services I can keep in J&A registry, right, boss? ICC core component I can keep in J&A registry. Like this, many things I can keep in J&A registry or not, guys? Are you getting my point? Super. Okay, example 2, this is technical. You have to focus because somehow in your advanced Java, core Java, you never get a chance to learn JNDI. Maybe few people are learning, few people are not learning. So that's why let me present this JNDI registry in my style. JNDI means Java Naming and Directory Interface. It is purely there to create a JNDI registry to keep some objects, to expose those objects to local or remote clients. Local or remote. Super, guys. Okay, now listen. The object created in Java method, in a Java method, is having method scope, right, guys? The, mm, the object, what is that? Non-static object. Non-static object created in a Java class is having, tell me, object scope. Which class, guys? That Java class object. Not our object scope, guys. That Java class object. If X object is created in Y class, okay, X object scope is what? Y class object scope. In every object of Y that is visible. After all, X object allocates the memory inside the Y object. Yes or no, boss? If the non-static object created in a Java class is having objects That Java class scope object. Yeah. The what is there? The static object. What guys? The static object created in a Java class is having what scope guys? Is having what is there? Class scope. That Java class. Right, boss? Okay. Fine, boss. To provide more and more global visibility. What guys? Accessibility. To provide more and more global visibility and accessibility to the objects of Java class. To the objects of Java class. We need to place that object or object reference in a special registry called what guys? In a special registry called what is there guys? JNDI registry. In a special registry called JNDI registry. Are you getting my point there guys? Come on everyone. Okay guys. Examples for JNDI registry. RMI registry is one JNDI registry. COS registry. Okay. WebLogic JNDI registry. What guys? WebLogic JNDI registry. Okay. Wildfly JNDI registry. Luckily, all popular servers give one built-in JNDI registry. You need not to arrange them separately, guys. What is that? Wildfly JNDI registry. And etc. Like these multiple things are there or not there, guys? There are not there. I want reply, my dear. Come on, everyone. COS registry, WebLogic JNDI registry, Wildfly JNDI registry, like these multiple JNDI registries are there or not there, guys? Definitely there, no doubt in that, right? Okay. Super, guys. What is JNDI, guys? Java naming and directory interface. Java naming and directory interface. Super, guys. Come on, everyone. Yeah, let us take this, guys. Let us assume this is my JNDA registry. What registry, boss? JNDA registry on the internet mission. What mission? Internet or network mission. Yeah, because it has to be visible to remote client means the machine has to be there in internet or network or not, guys. Internet or network machine. Okay. So not only one object, guys, we can keep multiple objects in this JNDA registry. First object, second object, third, and multiple objects we can keep. Every object we keep or every object reference we keep, every object we keep or every object reference we keep, there will be key value pairs. What guys? Keys here, values. Keys are also called as JNDI names. What name, guys? JNDI name. These are like nicknames kind of thing. Every entry is identical, like roll number and student kind of thing, guys. Here, values are always what? Object or object reference. Either objects are what? Object reference. Okay. For example, you take this. Paytm. What is there? Paytm. Paytm object or reference. Paytm object or object reference. Okay. Paytm or Paytm object or reference, guys. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Yeah. Next, master. A nickname can be anything, guys. Master object or object reference. Like this, many things will be there or not there, guys. Definitely many aspects will be there, no doubt in. Definitely there will be many aspects or not, boss. Okay, visa, object reference, many things will be there. Okay, guys. Now listen, all these are there here now, boss. Okay, come to this place. This is my Java class. Java application are nothing but target Spring Bean. Let us assume for the time being. Java application also acting as what? Target Spring Bean. Okay, guys. Here what I do is perform JNDI lookup operation. What operation, guys? Lookup operation. JNDI lookup operation. This is nothing but dependency lookup operation. Indirectly, that is dependency lookup or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Yes, guys. Perform JNDI lookup operation. See, guys, in JDBC, connection object represent connectivity between Java application and database software. Yes or no? Na? Similarly, the initial context object of JNDI programming represents connectivity between what? Java application and JNDI registry. What object, guys? Initial context object. What object, guys? What object, guys? Initial context object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Initial context IC is equal to new initial context of. Here I created initial context object or not, boss? Super. This will have a connectivity with local JNDA registry, whatever it is. No, sir. It has to talk with what? Specific JNDA registry only. Don't worry. We create some property file. There we keep some properties. That properties we try to pass as the argument or not, guys. In these properties, we mention name and location of the JNDA registry. Okay, this is what? Some kind of hash map object having what? Properties about name and location of this JNDA registry. If you don't give, it will connect to nearest JNDA registry. If you give, whatever you specify, that will connect to that one. So this established only connection, boss. Okay. Look, perform lookup operation. Perform lookup operation. Yeah, check it out, guys. Basically, object obj is equal to IC dot lookup. What dot lookup? IC dot lookup. Are you getting my point there? There I am typing master or Paytm. What is this? Paytm. There I am typing master or Paytm. Object obj is equal to IC dot lookup Paytm. Okay, now here what I'm going to do is, okay, see, when superclass reference variable is referring subclass object, can I call direct methods of subclass using that reference variable? No. Only common methods you can call, right? No, sir, I want to call direct methods of what? Paytm class. Then what should I do? I have to go for typecasting or not, guys? Object is the topmost class in the inheritance hierarchy of every Java class. That is referring Paytm class object, right? Come on. Using object class reference variable, can I call direct methods of Paytm class? Studied this point in core Java or not? So I want to call direct methods. Okay, then what should I do? I have to go for typecasting or not, guys? If you feel this point is very complex, you are still not eligible to sit in Spring kind of courses. Because it's a very, very basic OOP programming concept. I hope everyone knows inheritance. You know, superclass reference variable can refer subclass object. Using that reference variable, we can call methods. Which methods we can call? Common method. The methods that are there in superclass also overridden in what? Subclass. Only those methods we can call. Can I call direct methods of subclass? I want to call. What should I do? Typecasting, right? Fine. You will get voting eligibility in India only when you have voter card. You don't have voter card. What should do? What should I? But you want to vote. What you should do? You have to apply for voter card, right? Similarly, through reference variable, you cannot call direct methods of subclass. But I want to call. What should I do? Convert superclass reference variable to subclass reference variable through typecasting, right, boss? Possible, do it. If not possible, do what is required to do, right, boss? Tell me. Here, Paytm, Paytm TM is equal to, tell me, Paytm of OBs. Typecasting is done now, boss? Okay. Now tell me, here target Spring Bean is searching and getting dependent Paytm from J&A registry or not. Target Spring Bean, writing logic, spending time to search and get a dependent object from different resources, technically called as what, guys? Dependency lookup, injection. Searching and getting is called injection, lookup. Lookup. Right now it is happening or not, guys? Okay, then after that, invoke the services of Paytm. TM dot, okay, string message is equal to TM dot do payment. I'm assuming there is a method called do payment in Paytm. Okay, what is that? Some 1,000 rupees. Some 1,000 rupees. Okay. We are not only connected, we are invoking the services of Paytm here or not, guys? Super, boss. Okay. Now come to this place, my dear. This connectivity and this entire thing, we can say dependency lookup operation or not, boss? Okay. So this code to this code, connecting and getting what? Paytm object into target class object is technically called dependency lookup or not, guys? Dependency. What code, guys? Lookup code. Dependency lookup code. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, my dear? All useful objects or references will be kept in what? J&A registry for global visibility. Right? If Java application wants to interact with the database software, we have JDBC API. Same Java application wants to interact with what? J&A registry. We have J&A API. For different destination communication, they have come up with different APIs. So far you enjoyed only JDBC API to talk to database software and to manipulate database data. Today I introduced J&A API, right, boss? Okay, guys. Tell me the way, note, the way target spring bean, target spring bean is having JNDI lookup code. What code, guys? Lookup code to search and get. To search and get. Tell me, what is there? Dependent spring bean class object reference from the JNDI registry. What registry, guys? This JNDI registry is technically called. What is there, guys? Dependency lookup. Technically called dependency lookup. Convinced, boss? Okay, guys. Now listen. Java application uses what API to talk with the database software? What the API, guys? JDBC API. What's the API it uses? JDBC API. JDBC API. What are the packages of JDBC API? Java.sql, javax.sql, dot. Many other packages are there. Come on. Yeah, is JNDA come into picture when making network application only? No problem. For local also we can use, but it's useless, right? If you keep JNDA registry and application in the same machine, when object is local, why are you keeping in JNDA registry? Take it and use directly, na? It's something like this, guys. You and your brother both are there in same house, but you are talking over the phone. It's really meaningless or not? Yes or no, na? There's no need of using phone call, or there's no use of what? Using courier service to send the letter when both are there in same place. There is a still possibility of what? Direct communication, direct utilization, right? Sir, no, I will use courier service. Use it. You are unnecessarily wasting the resources. Your target spring bean and dependent spring bean both are there in what? Same mission, same JVM. There is no need of keeping in J&A registry, na boss. No, sir, I will keep. Technically, it's right. Technically, it's right. You are keeping and accessing. Whether it is there in same mission or different mission, that is a different story, right? Technically right, but there is no necessity. Common sense does not prevail there. Common sense does not prevail there, right, guys? Uh, yeah. Here is my Java application, guys. Here is what? JNDA registry, guys. What, guys? JNDA. Okay, we have JNDI API. What is the API? Java X dot naming. Java X dot naming and dot. Are packages, ra babu. They are the package. And don't end like this. That's the beauty of Java. To talk with different destination, we have different APIs. Okay. In future, we'll talk with mail server. All email accounts, email messages are maintained in what? Mail server. You want example for mail server? Okay. James mail server. James mail server, right? Next, Microsoft Exchange server. Microsoft Exchange server. All these are mail server examples, boss. Okay. J&A registry, RMI registry, COS registry. I think I already given that, right? Yes, boss. Next, Oracle. What is there? Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, and etc. Are you getting my point? So when it comes to this, we have Java Mail API. Java Mail API. Yes, boss. What is that? Java X dot mail and other packages. X means extensible package, extended packages, advanced packages. Are you getting my point? Yes. Okay. JDBC connection object represents what, guys? Connectivity between Java application and database software. Agree with me, guys? Super. JNDI initial context object. What, guys? JNDI, what context? Initial context object represent connectivity between Java application and JNDI registry. What registry? J. That's the reason we have taken what object there, guys? Okay, initial context object before performing lookup operation or not, guys? Super. Okay. Using JDBC API, the Java application can perform. The Java application can perform. Okay. JDBC operations. What operations? Nothing but code operation on the records of DB tables. I think JDBC operations are nothing but code operations are not. Code means inserting record, updating record, deleting record. Super, guys. Okay. Similarly, using JNDI API. What API? The Java application can perform JNDI operations. What operations, guys? JNDI operation on the objects or objects refs of what, guys? JNDI registry. Objects refs are what there, guys? JNDI registry. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super, guys. Okay. The JNDI operations are what, guys? JNDI operations are. Okay, don't think that I'm teaching JNDI here. My highlight is still dependency lookup. But to tell that, I said target get dependent class object from different resources. One possible resource is what? JNDI registry. That's why I'm highlighting JNDI registry, nothing else. JNDI operations are, okay, first operation, bind operation. What operation, guys? Bind operation. Keeping the object in the JNDI registry. What registry? Keeping the object in what? JNDI registry. Having a nickname or JNDI name. Having nickname or JNDI name. Having nickname or JNDI name. Super, guys. Rebind operation. How insert, update, delete is there? Here, what is there? Rebind operation. Okay. Replacing existing object or object reference with new object or object reference. New object or object reference in the JNDI registry. In the JNDI registry. That's great. Next, lookup operation. What operation? Lookup operation. Okay, searching and getting. What, guys? Searching and getting Object or object reference by giving nickname. What guys? Nick. Are there also I submitted Paytm, then I got Paytm object reference or not? Okay, guys. Lastly, unbind operation. What operation? Unbind operation. All are self-explanatory, guys, right? Removing, what is there? Object or object reference from the JNDA registry. Agree with me, guys? Come on, everyone. From the JNDA registry. Convinced, guys? Come on, everyone. I think you got the complete clarity about JNDA lookup, dependency lookup. Yeah, let us assume this Java application is a target Spring Bean. It is having some logic to search and get. To search and get. Come on, guys. Paytm object reference, master object reference from JNDA registry. This is, don't you think it is called a dependency lookup operation, boss? Okay. Okay, now I would like to talk about pros and cons of pros and cons. And that's not understanding. Pros means positives, cons means disadvantages. Okay, DL. DL is nothing but dependency lookup. Pros and cons of DL, guys. Yeah, can you tell me what is the advantage of DL, guys? The target Spring Bean can search and get only required dependent Spring Beans now. In different resources, different dependents are there. Are we going to get every dependent? We have a freedom to ask what I need, what I want. Don't you think it's an advantage? See, Naresh IT is maintaining multiple faculties. Some of them junior, some of them seniors. Some of them are having good presentation. Some of them are having what? Average presentation. Some of them gives more focus on theory. Some of them give more focus on what? Technicality. Different types of people are there, right? Okay. When all are there, you have a freedom to pick up your choice person or not, guys. Yes or no, na, guys? Is it not interesting, Babu? Come on, guys. Right. Few days back they started one batch, but you demanded my batch. So they are forced to start my batch or not, guys? So it's you have a freedom to look up and get the services of what? Your desired faculty. So Naresh IT is acting as a J&A registry, maintaining what? Faculty and faculty references or not, guys? As a student, you have a possibility of what? Searching and getting, demanding and getting certain faculty service or not. So indirectly you are performing lookup operation or not, guys? Is that interesting or not, guys? Come on. Super. What is that, guys? Pros. What is that, guys? Pros. Fine. What is the positivity? First point. What is the first point we have to worry about? The target Spring Bean can search and get only desired, required dependent Spring Bean from different resources. Right, guys? The target Spring Bean can search and get what, guys? Get only desired or required dependent Spring Bean from various resources. This is definitely advantage, na boss? Cons. Disadvantage. The target Spring Bean should write some logic by knowing different APIs to get the required dependent Spring Bean or not, guys? Yes or no, na, guys? Okay. The target Spring Bean needs to write needs to write logics using different APIs, right, boss? Right now, dependents are there in J&D API. Tomorrow, some other place. So, some other place API you should know, na, boss? Different APIs and needs to spend some time to search and get what, guys? Okay, some time for getting dependent. What is there? Dependent Spring Bean objects from different resources. From what, guys? Different resource. Convinced or not? Are you understanding my statement or not? Come on, guys, everyone. So pros means positive. Cons means okay. You understood, guys? Okay, I'll ask one. Feeling angry, asked food, not responded. Again asked food, not responded. Shouted on them, then food is delivered. Dependency lookup or injection? Lookup only, boss. You are seeking, you are asking, you are requesting. Then food is delivered because they are busy watching Korean dramas, right? Yes or no, na? Okay, or TV serials, or over the phone. These are the quite regular practices, right? Ah, so that comes under dependency lookup or dependency injection? Definitely lookup, because your dependent is food. It is not coming automatically whenever you feel angry. You are asking for it, you are requesting for it. Then only food is delivered to you. Right, boss? Okay. You have gone to relative's home. Okay? Relative's home. Tell me, there also you will get the food. You will ask for it or they will assign for it. The way you get food in relative's house is a dependency lookup or injection. Injection only, na? First 3 days injection. Fourth day lookup. Fifth day lookup. Sixth day server not found error. Esa no na? Server not found, or the person who is preparing food will get health issues all of a sudden. Esa no na? Okay. Fine. You are a newly married boy, right? Gone to Sasural, auntie's house after marriage, first time. Tell me, there the way you get the food is injection or lookup? Definitely injection, right? Okay. Marriage completed 1 year. The way you get food in your own house, lookup or injection? It depends. It depends, right? How much, how much good rapport they are, right? Bad rapport, everyday lookup. Good rapport, everyday injection. Okay rapport, sometimes lookup, sometime injection. Yes, na? Super. Okay. Registry not found, then divorce is the next option. Because everyday registry not found means what? One day, legal sanctity should be there to have freedom of life, right, guys? Super. Okay, I think you clearly understood what is dependency lookup thoroughly, guys. Okay, shall we go for dependency injection now? Yes. Today we'll try to understand what is dependency injection. I hope you are enjoying subject. If you feel these are technical, I'm helpless. These things reflects in what? Coding. Fine. Okay, now listen. Dependency injection here. The underlying server or container or framework or JRE or special runtime environment dynamically assigns dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object. This assignment is technically called injection. What it is injecting? Dependent. To whom? Target. That's why it is called what? Dependency injection. Point number one. Point number two. Here, underlying server or container dynamically assigns, injects, nothing but pushes. Dependent to target or not, guys. Programmer role is not there. No need of writing code in target. Everything is taken care by whom? Container or server or framework. How, sir? Based on the XML instructions and annotation instruction you give in your code. In XML file, I said, okay, this is my target, this is my dependent, inject. It will inject. Using annotation, I said, this is my target, this is my dependent. Container reads those annotation, understands the purpose of that annotation, meaning of that annotation, applies the meaning by completing injection activity or not, guys. Interesting or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, that's great, guys. Okay, real life example. You joined in the course by completing the payment. That day, payment day itself, management said, or admin guy said, this is your material, take it. This is your material, take it. Are you getting my point, guys? So that is called course material is searched and gathered, assigned. Assigned means injected, na boss. This is non-technical example. Technical example. Okay. You know it, but you never observed in this context, in this angle. So open your brain. I have a class, student class. So many properties are there. Some of them int type, some of them float type, some of them string type, some of them char type. For string type, one string type property, string address is there equal to Hyderabad I have given, right? Later, I asked JVM to create the object. Yes? The moment JVM creates the object, the properties of object automatically injected with the default or initial values or not. The way default or initial values are assigned to object, the moment JVM creates the object is called dependency injection. Default initial values are dependents. Come on. Object creation is the target. So are we assigning or they are automatically assigned? Are we assigning? They are automatically assigned. So there also dependency injection is there or not there. Hyderabad is a string literal. String literal is internally object. That object is assigned to string property, right? So indirectly Hyderabad object, which is a string object internally, assigned to one string variable, which is also another object, na? In Java, string is an object or string is a normal data type. String is a class. Its property means what? It's one object, right? So Hyderabad value object is assigned to what? Address object, which is of type string or not. Okay. I think some people know servlet. If you don't know, leave it. Leave it. Don't break your head on it. If you don't know, fine, no problem. Okay, guys. Now listen carefully. The moment servlet container creates servlet class object, it also creates one supporting object, that is servlet config object, that will be assigned automatically to servlet class object now, boss. The way servlet class object is created and servlet config object is created and it is assigned to what? Servlet class object dynamically and automatically comes under what? Dependency lookup injection. Injection, why? Here, container only creating servlet class object, container only creating servlet config object, container only assigning servlet config object to servlet class object. Don't you think it is called injection process, guys? Don't you think it is called injection process, guys? Are you getting my point, my dear? Getting my point or not, guys? Come on, everyone. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this point, guys. Understood this statement, my dear? Okay, you got the crystal clear clarity on what is dependency injection? Super, guys. Okay, fine. So I'll talk more points, more notes on dependency injection in what? Tomorrow's class. Right? Okay, listen. Don't miss tomorrow's class. I'm going to introduce annotations and XML configurations related to dependency injection and dependency lookup. I have given code related to how to make Java class as Spring Bean, annotations and XML part. Similarly, I'm going to give annotation and XML configuration related to dependency management. Once we are ready with this knowledge, then I will show how to create container. Container creation, we know. How to make Java class as Spring Bean, you know. And we know how to go for dependency management. Once these three topics are ready in our brain, can we design our first application, guys? Can we design our first application, guys? Come on. We have to know how to make Java class as Spring Bean. Already we got some knowledge. We have to know how to arrange dependent class object to target class object, that I am going to discuss tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I am going to discuss what? How to create container, how to pass inputs to container. Once these three things are done, or don't you think we are ready with what? Programming part or not, guys? So next 2 days background, and using this background, third day, first application development. This is our style of learning subject. We don't understand the code. We design the code as per the requirement. Right now, for designing code, background preparation is going on. I hope you are enjoying the sessions. Crystal clear. Clarity is very important. You should not write the code because are given code. No. When you are writing each line, you should have a meaning of that line. On each line, at least you should speak 2 minutes. I am placing this line because of this reason. The day you can do that, not only you should understand the line, purpose of line, you should get a thought. Here, this line only fits, not the other line. You have to become like that. You have to become like that means you have to learn subject from the fundamentals. Clear? Super, guys. Online student who are having network issues, who are not able to get correct bandwidth of network, who cannot focus without because you don't have self-discipline. Such people, if you are there in Amirpet, please prefer offline classes. Please prefer offline classes. Don't miss offline class. Don't miss offline class because of your early morning laziness. I don't mind if you come to class without brush, without bath also. But come and sit. 3 days you come, fourth day you will get motivation automatically. And 21 days you do sincerely. 22nd day, though class is not there, you will get up in the morning. You know that 21 days theory? Any new work, you have to bend your back for 21 days with pressure, with self-pressure. 22nd day, it will become part of your life. Yes? For all these things, night life, you should have a discipline. You should avoid three things in night time. Daytime, your life, your choice. Scrolling reels. You'll start with one reel and it will end with 100 reel. Because there's a big algorithm behind it. Okay? They will make you addiction for reels, boss. Number two, continuous chattings. And some insecure relationship, this one. Insecure relationship, video calls. Aisa no na? These three things you avoid. Focus on what? Subject. Right? Whatever relationships you got, they are temporarily. Mark my word. Tomorrow, boy did not get the job. Girl says, my father is saying, marriage, what should I say? 3 times he will convince, 4 times he will convince. One day in angry, he will say, go away. She goes away. Later says, you only said, na? Yes? I'm telling girls now. Whatever you have chosen or planning to choose, all these are nalayaks. Not proven candidates. Still not proved, right? Okay. So you get into software industry, there are proven boys. Aisa no na? Certified boys, proven boys. So don't waste for all these things. Focus on subject. Better corporate life is waiting for you. Corporate relations are waiting for you. Quality relations are waiting for you. And matured people are waiting for you, right? Yes. I hope you are understanding. Okay. So don't run after temporary emotions. If your personal life is good, professional life is good, then only personal life is good. First settle down in professional life. Then personal life automatically comes into picture. Right now, don't focus on personal life. Keep your egos aside, shame aside, false prestige aside. Try to become subject matter expert, SME. Remaining all are byproducts, including relationships. Product is subject, job is byproduct, salary is byproduct, quality life is byproduct. As a boy, attracting girl is byproduct. As a girl, attracting boy is what? Byproduct. I keep on saying this statement to every batch. In girls' life, nothing happened, marriage will happen. They will settle down anyhow. In boys' life, until something happened, dogs also won't look at you. Forget about the girls. Aisa no na? If someone is looking at you, that is temporary. You want to make it permanent? First settle down in life. It's a hardcore fact. How fast you digest, that much beautiful life you will be having. If you don't digest, okay, you will become one more Devadas and I will supply dogs for you. I think I need not to tell more than this. You are a student of this generation. You know so many practical scenarios, right? Yes. Spring core module, classroom location, okay, opposite to Prime Hospital. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow and we will discuss. Naveen, you will get Google Drive and everything once batch is confirmed. Suraj, as of now, you have to use Facebook. Later, you will be added to Google Drive. Huh? I'll give tomorrow. Prerequisite for tomorrow's class. Revise all last 2-3 sessions. Revise last 2-3 sessions before coming for tomorrow's class.